welcome to another edition of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty. Is this week we get a big road trip here to take on the Tennessee Volunteers. They have been a team that has really struggled in this series so far, but anytime you get a chance to take a trip to Knoxville, you know it's got the opportunity to be a really challenging game. Tennessee did not make the a bowl game last year. They're at 3-5 to start this year, but they're 2-2 in the conference. So they're still a good team, just dealing with some issues for whatever reason. So this is the slate that we've had so far. We're coming off of a 24-0 win over Auburn, a road environment that really affected Gunner Stockton, but did enough to get a win there. So let's take a look at what Tennessee has done so far this year and how they've gotten to where they are. Again, have really struggled in this series for whatever reason. But this is a big chance for the Volunteers to get a massive win at home. So they started off the season 1-3 thanks to a loss to Texas Tech, Kentucky, and to UAB, with the only win in the first month of the first 4 weeks of the season being FCS Midwest by 1 point. But after the UAB loss, they got back-to-back wins over Mississippi State and Florida, both of those games on the road. So really nice bounce backs there. And then they fall into what is a pretty good Syracuse team, currently ranked number 11 at 6-2, and then getting beaten by number 2 Alabama pretty bad. So it's been a really up and down year for Tennessee. And they're also dealing now with an injury to their quarterback, Nico I always mess his name up. Ayamalieva. Nico. As I typically just call him, that name for whatever reason always throws me off. Got used to Tua Tagovailoa pretty quick, but Nico's name for whatever reason is giving me a hard time. But he is out in this game with the elite development trait. But yeah, the former five-star, sophomore. It's unfortunate because after having a pretty good, first year as a starter, he's really improved this year. Though the turnovers have definitely gone up, but was really having a good year and was leading an explosive offense. But instead, they'll be starting Jake Merklinger from Savannah, Georgia, a sophomore. Has gotten very little playing time so far, but was the backup quarterback last year and now is taking over as a starter here, at least for a little bit. Merklinger was another, highly touted prospect. He's kind of just a lesser version of Nico, right? Not as athletic. The arm is not quite as strong, even though it's strong. His accuracies are decent, but not quite as good. He's just a lesser version, really, of Nico. But it's definitely a quarterback that I think can play, in this conference. I think is a guy that can give us his own set of challenges. And running back, still the same big three that they had, in year one. Dylan Sampson, Cameron Seldon, Peyton Lewis. A lot of speed, mixture of different strengths in what these guys do. But all of them, are good size, good speed, really good athletes. Just a trio of really good running backs. They really are. Move over to wide receiver, still led by Squirrel White. Again, a super fast wide receiver there. Chris Brazel is their number 2. Braylon Staley is their number 3. Nathan Leacock, their number 4. And Chris Nimrod is their number 5. Have not seen a whole lot of growth from Mike Matthews, the 5-star. It's a true freshman in real life. Just for whatever reason, did not overly progress this past year. Did not have a big season. Does not have a catch this year. So, at least right now, things are not really working out for him. And he's been, kind of struggled already to get on the field. And there's still guys that'll probably be back in front of him next year. But see down here at the bottom, Mike McPherson's a wide receiver that I really went after in year one. Pretty good ball player here, 5-star, a lower overall 5-star, but a 5-star nonetheless. He is operating as one of their kick returners. Let's move over to tight end. We got Holden Stays. I want to say at least in real life, was a Notre Dame transfer, but has been with Tennessee here on this one. But I think he did transfer in from Notre Dame. Ethan Davis and Stephen Clinton. Let's move over to left tackle. Got a really good one here in Larry Johnson, a redshirt junior. Left guard, they have Shamurad Umarov. It's a really good player there. Center, they have Bison Lang out with an injury, so it'll be William Satterwhite. I would imagine the redshirt freshman is getting a start. They got Messiah Reddick at right guard. And they got Jalen Bridge, a true freshman, it looks like, starting here at right tackles. They got 3 really good true freshman tackles there on that right side. So looks like it's going to be Bridge, but either one of these would also be really good, similar options there at right tackle. Let's move over to the defense. At left end, they have a Joseph Dunbar McGee as their starter there. Jason Jenkins behind him. Then you get down here to this trio of freshmen that I don't think are going to play very much. Caleb Herring here at right end, and Joshua Josephs beside him or behind him. You got David Hobbs here at defensive tackle. You got Teddy Cotter, a true freshman, already up to an 82 with the boost. True freshman guy that I recruited very heavily. I want to say he was the #1 defensive tackle in the country. We led for him for a large part of the year, but he decided to go to Tennessee, and you see that elite development trait already playing a lot, and has had an impact. 3 tackles for loss and 2 sacks already in his young career here for the Volunteers. Definitely be a name to watch to see how many plays he maybe makes against us. Move over to left outside linebacker. Chandavian Bradley is their starter there. Pretty good athlete. Definitely a run stopper. Let's see what the coverage is. Coverage is not great, so that may be something we can take advantage of. Middle linebacker, they got Edwin Spillman and Nova Francois. Both of these guys are, pretty good enough. Run defenders, not great. But Spillman's an elite coverage guy, and Francois has that in his toolbox as well, along with being good athletes. So 2 really good players there up the middle. Right outside linebacker, you move over, you got Jalen Smith and Arion Carter. Again, 2 good athletes that do pretty well against the run. Smith's not a great cover linebacker, but Carter is a very good one, and Smith is certainly no slouch there. Cornerback, Ricky Gibson, good size, not elite speed. Jordan Matthews is an elite size speed combo guy here at corner. Jermod McCoy is their #3. Then you got Marcus Gore and true freshman Muhammad Zamora. What was he? He was a 4-star, so getting a chance to play early there for Zamora. Free safety, you got Jordan Thomas and Jacoby Thomas. Then you have Andre Turrentine and John Slaughter at strong safety. Pretty decent kicker here in Josh Turbyfield, but a really good punter in Jackson Ross. So it's a game on the road in the SEC. We're ranked #1, 7-0. Tennessee is 3-5. This is a game that you would think you would be pretty confident in, but this is still, regardless of record, this is a really good football team, even without Nico. And anytime you have to take a trip to Neyland Stadium, there's definitely plenty to be nervous about. Let's see. I think I want to give them a different look for this one. This is a huge game for them. Probably going to go with the blackout jerseys for them, just to get a different look. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give them the black. So should clash really well with our jerseys, but. Yeah, definitely some nerves kicking in here, but, it's all about executing here on the road and dealing with this environment and what's going to be a really loud crowd despite their record. As the Tennessee Volunteers come out of the tunnel hosting the #1 overall Georgia Bulldogs, wearing their all-black jerseys. You see that checkered crowd. Really, really... it's a great home environment for Tennessee. And it's going to be one of the tougher places that we're going to play. You know, all along this series, every time we head here to Knoxville is always going to be a challenge. Let's see if the #1 Georgia Bulldogs are up to snuff here for this game. See who starts off on offense. And it will be Tennessee, as Merklinger in his first start will get the ball first. Thorson kicks that one in the back of the end zone. Matthews takes it for a touchback. Again, the sophomores had a hard time getting on the field. See, last year we beat them 52-17. We've won 8 straight games in this rivalry, and it has been a while since Tennessee has actually beaten us in Knoxville. But Merklinger here comes out in the shotgun with Sampson in the backfield, and it is a run on the first down. He finally gets wrapped up by Wilson, just a gain of 3. Jordan Hall kind of was able to hold that hole there. And Sampson then had to try to go wide at Sampson again. This time he's wrapped up by Raylan Wilson and Jalen Walker. Just a gain of 1, makes it a very quick 3rd and 6. Tennessee operates very quickly. Defense has to make sure they're getting lined up here consistently. This is going to be another run to Sampson, who this time gets good blocking as his line is able to get to the second level and get their hands on Raylan Wilson. That's a Volunteers first down. Crowd showing off their excitement. A 3 wide receiver set. It's another run to Sampson, but this time he is met in the backfield by Jordan Hall. Does not stop their offense from hurrying it up, though, despite the loss of yardage there. It's a 5th straight carry for Sampson. This one he does take for a gain of 9. It's now a 3rd and 3. Do they possibly run it again here? Got the tight end there, kind of in an H-back set. Merklinger, it's a speed option. He's going to get wrapped up by Jalen Walker first. Spins away from that one, but Ellis Robinson and Damon Wilson do get the stop on Merklinger, and Tennessee is going to have to punt. All runs on that first drive, trying to protect Merklinger against a Georgia defense that has played very well, as Tuggle makes a mistake there and actually calls for the fair catch. We see Gunnar Stockton and this Georgia offense now out here for the first time in this game. They're going to open things up here with a 2 tight end set, starting off at their own 7-yard line. And it's a run. ETN not able to get much there, actually loses a yard. Georgia immediately now goes into a 3 wide set out of the shotgun. Gunnar Stockton struggled against Auburn last weekend with the crowd. He takes the snap, dumps it off to London Humphreys. Gain of 6 there, makes it a 3rd and 5. Big thing here for Georgia is obviously trying not to make any mistakes. Stockton now in the empty set. Sends his man in motion. Humphreys. They set up a tight end screen, able to get it to Oscar Delp. Delp with a big first down gain there. Gain of 15 on that one, and it is a Georgia first down. I would expect Georgia in this environment is definitely going to try to get their running backs involved. Stockton takes it. It's a carry to ETN. Takes that for a gain of 3 before he is brought down. Again here with a 3 wide set. Delp in the slot. ETN in the backfield with Stockton. Humphreys again is in motion. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to dump this off of Dylan Bell, who's got plenty of room to run. Dylan Bell across midfield. Gets knocked out at the 42 of Tennessee. Really big first down play there for Georgia. Stockton right now at least appearing very poised. They're giving him some easy throws here. It's a 3 wide set. Delp again in the slot. ETN beside Stockton. Stockton sends Anthony Evans on a short motion. It's a screen out to Nitro Tuggle. Tuggle able to take that across the 30. Georgia will have the ball at the 29. Now a 3 wide receiver bunch set over to the right. Stockton with Delp to his left. It's a handoff to ETN. ETN with the best blocking he's had so far today takes that for a gain of 11 and another Georgia first down. Still with that bunch set over to the right. Stockton takes it. Going to try to dump that over. That's going to be an interception going back the other way. Stockton floated that one with way too much air. That is a pick six for Andre Turrentine. And the Tennessee Volunteers with the lead on a 90-yard pick six. Let's just take a look. Stockton has plenty of time to throw it. Had a receiver break open there. Targeting that one for London Humphreys, but just a really, really bad pass. Goes right to Turrentine. He had a spot to throw that ball, put too much loft in it, and the kick is through there for Turbeville. Tennessee is up 7-0 with Stockton's fourth pick of the year, going for a pick six for Turrentine. Tuggle back to receive it. Tuggle strikes, finds a seam. Does he have enough speed? The 25, 15, 10, 5. That'll be a touchdown for Nitro Tuggle. Immediately trying to get the momentum back in Georgia's favor, in a crowd that was just super into the game is now silent. Woodring's kick is up and it is good. Georgia able to tie it up at 7-7. Forcing now to kick it away back to this Tennessee offense that has done nothing but run the football so far in this one. Matthews takes that one again for a touchback. 7-7 game. Berklinger here comes out. It's a three wide receiver set. Tied in at the H-back slot. It's another carry to Sampson. Sampson tries to bounce that one out wide. Wrapped up by a trio of dogs for a gain of 2. And of course, Tennessee here with another hurry-up situation. Berklinger takes it. It's another handoff to Sampson. He is wrapped up by Aguero at the line of scrimmage. It's now a 3rd and 8. Maybe Tennessee could, benefit from a little bit of huddling here. It's an empty set, though, as they will try to throw it. Gets it out to his wide receiver. And Brazel makes an excellent cut to the inside there to work around Dalen Everett for that first down. Berklinger now flipping the field a little bit here. Of course, still in the hurry up with a 3 wide receiver set. Stays in at tight end. And it's another run to Sampson. Sampson has touched the ball nearly every play. Tennessee has only attempted 1 pass. 2nd and 5 there. Good first down run. It's again another carry to Sampson. Wrapped up by Bowles and Wilson after a gain of 2. It's an empty set here again, though, for Tennessee. And this is going to be a straight quarterback run. Tackled down by Bowles, short. Tennessee is going to opt to kick it away. Not entirely sure. I wouldn't go for it here. The punt, not a great one here. Georgia will start off at the 23, the first time that we have seen Gunnar Stockton in this offense since Stockton's pick 6. It's a 2 tight end set under center. It goes to ETN, does not get enough block in there. Tackled down at the line of scrimmage by Carter. Stockton now, a 3 wide set. Lawson Lucky out there at tight end. He takes the snap. Going to try to dump that to ETN. ETN breaks the first tackle on the screen. Just a gain of 3, though. Now that 3 wide receiver set again. Stockton takes the snap. Oh, that ball should have been intercepted. Stockton's throw a little wary there. Georgia will quickly have to punt, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like that might have been roughing roughing there on Tennessee, on Thorson. And that is, yes, that is going to be a first down for Georgia to get a second chance at life here on this drive. Again, Georgia comes out in this 3-wide set. Delp must be dealing with an injury. ETN gets the ball, gets wrapped up by Terry Cotter, the superstar, true freshman for them. Now again, a 3-wide receiver set. London Humphreys goes in motion. He takes the touch pass from Stockton, able to work around the first defender, cuts it back inside. London Humphreys is going to score. Able to work through that angle from the safety, and London Humphreys strikes on a long touchdown there. It counts all the same for Stockton as well, as he attempted to make that pass to London Humphreys. They got taken for that pick six by Turntine. Now Stockton and Humphreys able to connect on a jet pass touchdown. Humphreys just enough speed there. Initially, it looked like he might get brought down in the backfield by Carter, but he was able to outrun him to the sideline, and then was able to work Jordan Thomas, work back inside of him on the pursuit angle, and take that in as Thorson kicks it away. Matthews going to have to take that one again for a touchback. It's a 14-7 Georgia lead. Tennessee now back out on offense. Tennessee's been very active with the run game. Do they start trying to work in some play action? Not at least on this play, as Sampson takes another carry, taken down by Bolden and Damon Wilson. Now empty set here for Merklinger. Merklinger takes it. He's going to, he's able to get away from Bowles, and he slides down. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Merklinger could have thrown that ball over the middle to Stays, I believe, but instead does scramble it up. And now they're looking at a 3rd down conversion attempt, and it is good for Sampson before he gets wrapped up by Walker and Miller. 11 carries already in this first quarter for Sampson. On pace for 44 carries. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Georgia up 14-7 with the lead here in Knoxville, Tennessee. The Volunteers made, of course, the big play, the pick six, to get the scoring started. They have not asked really anything of Merklinger. He's handed the ball off almost every single play so far in this game. Trying to set up this Georgia defense down the line maybe, but it's Sampson again with Merklinger in the backfield. And it is again a run, and he is wrapped up this time by Bowles and Wilson. A gain of 1 for Sampson. I mean, Georgia's already essentially, immediately attacking the run every chance they can. And Sampson just made an excellent play out of what could have been nothing by working around Bowles and then breaking the tackle from Wilson. But there's green grass, in the middle of the field here. This is going to be an RPO. But Stays goes out of bounds after the catch. It's a loss of 1. But, an RPO play action shot over the middle could be big for Tennessee here. Merklinger calling an audible. Just going to be another carry to Sampson, who makes a decent move there. Does get tackled down by Miller. It's now a 3rd and 7. Tennessee really, really needs to get a first down here. Trio bunch to the right. It's another carry to Sampson. He is wrapped up by Bolden and Wilson. Now this time Tennessee is going to go for it here on the 4th and 2. It's a pass. It's knocked away. Receiver had it in his hands, squirrel white. But Julian Humphrey able to knock it away. Georgia now comes out here in a 2 tight end set. Delp is still not out there. Jaden Riddell has taken over the 2nd spot here at the tight end. It's a carry to Roger Robinson. Only takes that for a gain of 1. Let's see what's going on with Delp. I did not see an injury ticker thing for him. Okay, it's saying he is not hurt. Well, he's got to be dealing with a wear and tear or something, because I don't know. Okay. I don't know exactly what is going on with Dale. He's just not out there playing. Gunnar Stockton is trying to get a hot route out here done. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to get sacked. Terry Cotter, the true freshman, with his first big play of the game. Let's see if Georgia can get a response here. Stockton takes the snap. Just going to dump this one to Nitro Tuggle. Georgia's going to have to punt it away. Now a couple of punts here today for Georgia as Thorson boots this one away. Taken by Sampson on a really short return. So Tennessee will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. A little over 7.5 minutes left in this first half, and that is the play action. Takes a shot, but it's picked off by Dalen Everett. Everett trying to get back to the sideline. That's going to be a pick 6. Dalen Everett. He has been so good this year, the best defensive back in all of college football thus far, with yet another interception. Merklinger on the play action takes his first real shot of the game, and it gets taken back for a pick 6 for the Georgia defense here, extending the lead. Just a pass that should have never been thrown. Everett there using his, looking like a running back on the return there, finding the holes he needed to as Woodring puts the extra point through the uprights. It is a 21-7 lead. Thorson now boots it away. This one will also be taken for a touchback by Mike McPherson. Starting off at their own 25. How does Merklinger and this Tennessee offense respond? It's a quick RPO out to Squirrel White. Excellent play by Ellis Robinson to get off the block there. Tennessee will now, of course, hurry it up. It's going to be a carry to Sampson. He's going to get hopefully wrapped up. He does finally get wrapped up in the backfield. It's now a 3rd and 3. Georgia trying to utilize their team speed. It's a 3-wide set here again. And it is a pass. Going to dump that. Squirrel White, I believe that is on the first down inversion there. Yes, it was. 1st and 10 here for Tennessee. Merklinger in this offense trying to get going again. It's a run to Sampson, of course. Again, gets a gain of 5 there on the counter. Sampson is being abused early in this game. It is another carry to him. Braylon Wilson getting off the block and making the tackle. It is now a 3rd and 4. Play action. Merklinger tried to throw that over the middle. A hellacious pass. It is completed. I believe that is Leacock, number 85 on the reception. It's now a double stack look here. Merklinger, it's a pass. Going to try to throw that over the middle, and it is completed. A heck of a catch there. Did not see who caught it, but a really nice grab there. Thought that ball might got picked off. It's a read option. Merklinger able to get around Harris and takes that run down to the 2. And Tennessee finally huddles here. 2nd and goal. Now a diamond setup over here to the right. This is going to be a straight run. Merklinger gets turned around a bit there. It's now a 3rd and goal at the 1. See what Tennessee decides to do. It's a run. Sampson gets the block in and gets into the end zone. Tennessee able to tighten this game up a little bit here. Tuberville's kick is up, and it is good. It is now a 21-14 game. Georgia will start the second half, of course, with the ball. There's a little over 4 minutes left here. And Evans with a really nice return, able to get that close, right up to the 30. Let's see if this Tennessee crowd starts to get back into this one. Stockton with a 3-wide set. Takes the snap. He's going to try to throw that one down the field to Evans. He strikes. Evans for 6. Gunnar Stockton stepped up, gets hit as he is throwing it, but stands tough and delivers as Georgia's with a quick strike touchdown. Big time throw from Gunnar Stockton as Evans able to beat his man, catches it in stride and has just enough speed. A 70-yard touchdown after he had the nice kickoff return. Woodring's kick is up and it is good. A 28-14 lead now as Georgia gets back up 2 scores. Just when Tennessee starts to think they get a little bit of momentum, Georgia able to shut that down. McPherson now returning the kick and should not have, only gets it out to the 15. Tennessee has run the ball 24 times. They ran the ball a lot against Georgia last year. They're having a lot more success so far this year. Sampson gets another carry. Gets boomsticked down by Aguero. Just a gain of 3. Raylan Wilson ran all the way across the field on that play. Now a 3-wide receiver look to the right, but it's another carry to Sampson. He gets wrapped up by Jordan Hall and Raylan Wilson, but it is a 3rd and 3. I mean, if you're Georgia, you have to expect a run here, and it is. As Dylan Sampson gets just enough blocking, continues to run forward, a big first down run. 22 first half carries for the senior. And despite all those runs, there's already been a lot of offense in this game. Not a whole lot of clock being ran down with their hurry up as Sampson gets his 23rd carry of the first half. Another run to Sampson. He gets wrapped up this time by Jordan Hall in the backfield. His 2nd tackle for loss. 3rd and 8 set up now for Merklinger in the shotgun. You got to throw it on 3rd and 8, surely. And they do. And that is just a throw over the middle. Leacock makes a play. Just one man over the middle of the field. That was Raylan Wilson. Had to decide between Sampson and the deep post. Decided to try to bait it down to a pass to Sampson. Merklinger shows great patience. Got excellent blocking up front and delivered the throw. It's another carry to Sampson. Jordan Hall on the tackle. Just over 2 minutes left here before halftime. Tennessee. He's just going to dump this one off short. That is Leacock again on the catch there, I believe. We are now at the 2-minute warning. Georgia, of course, up 2 touchdowns. But Tennessee looking to make it a 1-score game again. We now see Cameron Selden out there with Merklinger. It's a pass. He's going to get sacked. Jordan Hall making his impact felt in this one. Having an outstanding first year as a starter. Tennessee will be forced to kick a field goal here. Georgia calls a timeout so they can't just run the clock all the way down. Tennessee looking to make it a 28-17 score here. If Tuberville can put it between the uprights, the kick is up, and it is good. Another really good drive there for Tennessee. A sack unfortunately for them, ends it. Is now Anthony Evans on the return. Doesn't get a whole lot of room there, but takes it up to the 16. Does Georgia decide to really take any shots here? Do you just kind of live with what you've gotten? Obviously, you do not want to put the ball into harm's way. They will come out with a 3 wide receiver set over to the right side. Dylan Bell goes in motion. Dylan Bell now going to shoot back out. And it's a pass out to him. Does not get a whole lot of blocking. Takes it for a gain of 3 before going out of bounds. Second and 7 now. 3 wide set. Lucky still in at tight end. Do not know what is going on with Oscar Delt, but Stockton takes the snap. Just going to get this ball to Lucky. Lucky able to get the first down and goes out of bounds. Still a little over a minute and a half left in the first half. Stockton in the shotgun. Gonna try to just fit this one in, and he does to Anthony Evans. Really nice throw there for Stockton. Stockton now takes the snap. Going to get this over to Bell, who catches it, a gain of 8 before he goes out of bounds. Stockton right now putting together a heck of a drive. Third catch for Dylan Bell up to 40 yards. Stockton. This was going to be a handoff to Etienne, who does get a first down. Georgia now is going to hurry it up. Stockton takes the snap. We'll try to get this one over to Dylan Bell, and it gets picked off. What a play there by quarterback Jordan Matthews. Reads the curl. Stockton even tried to throw it towards the outside shoulder of Dylan Bell, but Matthews was not putting up with it on that play. The second interception for Tennessee today. Stockton's throw was not awful for what they were trying to do, just getting the first down conversion there, but Matthews just makes an outstanding play. Luckily, that was not another pick six. Tennessee now gets a big throw from Merklinger up the seam to Chris Nimrod, and they will take a timeout. That interception from Stockton is critical. His second of the day after coming in with only 3 on the season. This is now a sack for Jordan Hall again, his second on the day. Sets Tennessee back here now. It is a second and 17. Empty set now for Merklinger. Gonna get this pass over for a short gain there to Braylon Staley. Tennessee will take their second timeout, still with 1 left here to spare. It's a 3rd and 6. Got this diamond set of wide receivers over to the right. The last time they did this, it was a quarterback draw. This one is going to be a throw. Gets it over to the left. It is a completion for a first down to Squirrel White, his 3rd catch of the day. Now down to just 30 seconds left here in this first half. Merklinger does drop back to pass. He's going to try to throw this one wide, and it is a touchdown for Tennessee over to Nimrod, who scores, gets open in the corner, takes that for an easy touchdown. A really nice throw from Merklinger there. Tennessee continues to fight. They are now in a really good spot heading into halftime. Turberville makes this kick. It'll be a 28-24 lead for Georgia, and it is good. Two Gunnar Stockton first half interceptions when he has taken such good care of the ball. This is going to be to Anthony Evans. He's going to return it with being this late in the second quarter, but he does get tackled down. Georgia likely to just run the ball here and take their first half lead into the locker room. It is a carry to Etienne, who gets destroyed on that play by Caleb Herring. And Georgia will take it to the locker room up 28-24. 2 Stockton interceptions have really kept this game close here. Tennessee is battling. They're running the ball a lot. The defense is not playing horrifically. It's been a very, very even matchup so far. Tennessee's been bad on third downs. Georgia's been excellent, but a defensive touchdown on either side and 3 total turnovers, all of them being interceptions in this game. This has got the makings, at least right now, of being a classic. As we see, that was the pick 6 from Turrentine there. Stockton just did not make a good throw on that play. I didn't think the second interception was a bad read or anything. I think it was more just a really nice play from Matthews. This was the London Humphreys touchdown in response to that from 50-plus yards out. Really made Turrentine, actually was on that play, make a mistake. And Georgia, of course, will start off with the ball to start the second half. Has not been a whole lot of running for Georgia, surprisingly, in this one. Anthony Evans will take this one for a touchback to start the second half. Georgia will start off at their own 25. Stockton, first play of the second half is going to be a carry to Etienne. Gets some good blocking, takes that for a first down. Eighth carry for Etienne. And good for just 28 yards so far. It's another carry to Etienne. Tries to get up the field. A short gain there of just 2. Now a 2nd and 8 in this crowd here at Neyland Stadium, of course, very much back into the game. Stockton takes it. They set up a screen. Etienne able to get some good blocking. Etienne runs over a defensive back and takes that for another 7 or 8 yards there. Etienne showing off a Branson / Roderick Robinson level of physicality at the end of this one. Let's take a look again. It's a 21-yard gain, gets the blocking he's looking for there, and then just ran over Matthews, who had an interception in the first half for Tennessee. Big time play from Etienne. Now Branson Robinson is out there for the first time today, and it's going to be a run to Branson, who runs it hard up the middle, a gain of 5. Stockton this time sends Lucky in motion. He takes the snap. Going to be dumped down to Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell is going to be able to get the first down. Gets it up to the 22. Stockton now calls an audible. Going to be a carry to Etienne. Really good run blocking there. Was not able to shake Jordan Thomas there, but it's still a gain of 7. Stockton again with the audible. And again, it's a run to Etienne. Shows off the burst there. Takes it for a first down up to the 11. Georgia trying to impose their will here on this drive. 3 wide set. Lucky still operating in the slot. Etienne sent in motion. And it's going to get to Lucky. He's going to be taking it into the end zone as Georgia able to score and extend their lead to start this second half. Lucky with his first touchdown catch, I believe, of his career. In place of what I have to assume is some kind of injury to Oscar Delp. Georgia's been very quiet on the sidelines about what is going on with number 4. And number 7 makes a play. Thorson will kick it off again. Kicks it about midway to the end zone. Mike Matthews is going to take this one out. He is upended there on that play. Gets it out to the 18. Berklinger now for the first play of the second half, and of course it's the same as it was for most of the first half. It is a carry to Dylan Sampson. Three wide set after the hurry up. It's another carry to Sampson, who's able to beat the bad angle from Harris enough to take a gain of 5 there. Bunch set over to the right. It's going to be a carry to Sampson. He's able to shake Raylan Wilson out of his shoes. He takes that for a first down. Wilson had him in the middle of the hole. Sampson puts on a clinic on that carry. This is a read option. Merklinger taking really good advantage there of everybody sinking down for Sampson. Takes that run for a gain of 9. Short second down here. He does drop back to pass. Going to just dump this one out. Leacock again on the reception for a first down. Berklinger back to pass. Throws that one short. Tackled down by Raylan Wilson and Ellis Robinson. I believe that was Brazel on the catch, a gain of 4. It's now a carry for Sampson. Gets the first down before getting tackled by a host of dogs. Georgia up 35-24 here, a little over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Tennessee desperate for a touchdown. It's a read option, play action. Berklinger's got nowhere to throw it. He's going to be sacked by Damon Wilson, a loss of 6. Georgia hoping that that's a bit of a drive stopper there. Tennessee huddles up, gets some fresh legs out there. Georgia does the same on defense. Cameron Selden now out there with Merklinger. It is a carry to him. He gets wrapped up by a couple of dogs. Just a gain of 2. Now going to be a 3rd and 14. Berklinger takes the snap. Going to throw that one down the field. It gets knocked away. A really nice play from Julian Humphrey. Tried to take the shot over to Squirrel White, but it gets knocked away. Irbyville kick is up, and it is good. A deep bomb of a kick there. Makes it 35-27, back to a 1-possession game. Just under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Nitro Tuggle back to receive the kick, and he is going to take it out of the end zone. It's brought down. Big hits there at the 17. Georgia was really able to get the running game going this last drive before Lucky ended up punching it into the end zone. It's going to be a run to ETN. Gets decent blocking there. Takes it for a gain of 4. Now see Roderick Robinson in the backfield with Stockton, a 3 wide receiver set. It's a carry to Roderick. Gets slammed down there by Joshua Josephs. Stockton sends Humphreys in motion. Gonna try to dump this off, and Lucky makes a hell of a catch between 2 Tennessee defenders to get the first down. All that motion did just enough to put Tennessee on their heels. This is going to be a carry to ETN. Tries to bounce it back. Tried to juke out the safety, but not able to do so. That's a gain of 5. Two tight end bunch set. To carry Roderick Robinson. Just a gain of 1. How does Georgia look to get this first down? It's a 3rd and 4. Stockton in the empty set. Takes the snap. To get this over to Nitro Tuggle, who makes the catch and gets just enough for the first down. Tennessee having a really hard time getting off the field here on 3rd down. Georgia up 8. The last snap of the 3rd quarter is going to be a carry to ETN. Takes that for a gain of 9. Georgia heads into the 4th quarter up 8 points here. It's a 35-27 lead. Tennessee is fighting, but they have got to get a defensive stop here on this drive. Georgia, again, still your number 1 team in the country. So far, they've stuck there every week after winning their 3rd national title in 4 seasons this past year. Stockton's been very efficient despite the 2 interceptions. Stockton in a bunch set. He's going to take the snap, and it's actually going to be a run. Jaden Riddell catches it in stride. It's a Georgia first down. Stockton 18 of 21, but 2 of his incompletions have been intercepted. It's now a 3 wide receiver set. London Humphreys sent in motion to get him the ball on the speed play again. Humphreys is able to use his speed and agility. Somehow, not only turns that into positive yardage, he turns it into a first down. Just an outstanding effort from Humphreys on that play. Because that was not at all set up to be a successful play there. 3 wide set. Stockton takes the snap. Dumps this one out to Lucky. Lucky able to take it a little bit up the field there, a gain of 5. Georgia trying to use just as much of this clock as they can. As we now see Tavares Tobias out there. Trio set to the right. Tobias in the backfield with Gunnar Stockton. It's going to be a carry to Tobias. Runs it for a first down. Gain of 5 on his first carry of the day. Now see ETN out there. It's a bunch set again to the right. Stockton takes it. It's a handoff to ETN. A lot of blocking there. Takes that for a gain of 8. Georgia now has gotten it to the 10-yard line. A score here would be critical. Tennessee desperate for a stop. Stockton takes it. He hands it off to ETN. He's going to get stuffed by number 53, David Hobbs. It's a 3rd and 1. Georgia brings out the additional tight end and Roderick Robinson. 3rd and 1. Stockton letting the clock run down. Just below 7.5 minutes left. Stockton takes the handoff. And Roderick Robinson gets stopped in the backfield. Teddy Cotter is having himself a day. Woodring kick is up, and it's off the upright from 27 yards out. And now Tennessee has a chance to tie the game. It's, of course, a carry to Sampson. Sampson breaks the first tackle, takes that for a gain of 7. 30 carries for number 6 for 130 yards. They try to do everything they can to set up Merklinger in good positioning. It's a carry. This time, Christian Miller shuts down Sampson to 3rd and 6. Tennessee does not need to go 3 and out here. Spreads them 4 wide. Merklinger takes it. It's an RPO out to Squirrel White, who is barely going to get that first down. To carry again to Sampson. This time he cuts it back against the grain. Takes that for a big first down. Up to the 40. They're on 43 now. Just below 6 minutes. It's going to be a run to Sampson. Shut down by Raylan Wilson, but it's still a gain of 4. It's another carry to Sampson. Guerrero and Miller combine on the tackle, but it's now a 3rd and 1. Merklinger. It's another carry to Sampson, stopped by KJ Bolden. Now we have a 4th and 2. Tennessee brings Selden in. Send the tight end in motion. It's going to be a handoff, and he is shut down by Jamal Jarrett and Jordan Hall. Tennessee fails their 4th down conversion. Georgia, despite 2 interceptions and a short missed field goal, take over up 8 with less than 5 minutes left. It's a carry to ETN. Takes that for a gain of 2. Wide receiver set, Stockton. Trying to let some of this clock run down right at the 4-minute mark. He takes the snap. They set up a screen to ETN. ETN gets really good blocking. Able to spin around one defender. Does get the first down for Georgia, though. Georgia trying to keep this clock moving. Now below 3.5 minutes. Stockton trying to deliver his big moment. It's a screen pass out to Anthony Evans. Anthony Evans with the speed. Nobody's going to tackle him. 2nd touchdown of the day. And Georgia now up to a 2-score lead. Again, Anthony Evans with the Heisman pose. A quick screen to the wide side of the field. Defense got way too far inside. Evans with way too much speed. Gunnar Stockton's 4th touchdown of the day. About as easy as they come. Excellent blocking by Lucky. Just a really bad angle there from the cornerback. Gave him too much room there on the outside. An easy touchdown for Anthony Evans, his 2nd of the day. Woodring's kick is up, and this one is good. Now a 42-27 lead for Georgia. Tennessee's got to get 2 touchdowns, an extra point, and a 2-point conversion in order just to tie it. Matthews takes that for a touchback. Tennessee's offense has been incredibly predicated around their rushing success today. Now it's on the right arm of Merklinger. It's an empty set. He set back to throw it. That one almost gets intercepted by Raylan Wilson. But a hell of a throw to Nimrod over the middle of the field. Wilson not quite able to put his hand on it. To hurry up, still in this empty set. Merklinger takes the snap. This time going to the other side of the field. That ball is completed to Leacock. Now they bring one of these guys in the backfield. Still another pass. Throws that one out wide. They create the matchup they were looking for. Little confusion from the Georgia defense as that turns into a huge play to Squirrel White. It's an empty set here again for Merklinger. He's looking to scramble. Going to get sacked by Kristen Miller. Now back. Got Nimrod in the backfield with him. Drops back to pass. He's going to get sacked. Damon Wilson and Jordan Hall combined to take him down. Looks like we're going to head into the 2-minute warning, and we will. Georgia with a 15-point lead here, trying to hang on. Tennessee in scoring range, but they've got to get a touchdown. 15 yards out. Throws it in the corner of the end zone. Dalen Everett says no, sir. Gets another interception. I think he's up to 8 now on the year. He's going to have a chance to break the conference interceptions record if people keep trying him. But that interception should be the dagger for Georgia. Up 15 with less than 2 minutes left, and they have the ball. Tennessee got to be looking to cause a fumble here. It's a carry to Roger Robinson. Takes that for a gain of 3. They do call the timeout. Tobias now comes out. He has been a big finisher for Georgia in these fourth quarters. With his fresh legs, got a carry there. Takes that for a gain of 4. Tennessee with another timeout. Georgia certainly they're going to make sure they use all their timeouts here. The 3 wide set, Etienne in the backfield. Etienne gets the carry, gets enough blocking. He gets the first down, and that will do it here. Georgia will make sure Tennessee has as little time left as possible. It's another carry to Etienne. Cotter on the tackle. He has had an outstanding game. Hard to not be impressed with Georgia's resiliency, with Gunnar Stockton's resiliency, as Roger Robinson with a huge carry there for a first down, and that will do it officially. This was 2 interceptions, one of them being for a pick 6 to start off all the scoring, put Tennessee with an early lead. Another interception for Stockton. It was just a really nice play for Tennessee, having to deal with all the runs. The defense stayed physical, stayed able to make stops, got turnovers when they needed to, got pressure on Merklinger. And Georgia with their 9th win in a row over Tennessee. Stockton, despite the interceptions, is your player of the game. Had a really good day. Anthony Evans with a huge day. Dalen Everett, 2 interceptions, as we see this pick 6 here again. Just a really good all-around team effort to get this win on the road against a really good football team. Despite what the record says, this is a good Tennessee football team. In one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Let's see. One of these, they're not going to let me do the interception. Not there. I want to try to use Dalen Everett for the thumbnail. Just trying to get something to use. Just any defensive snap will be fine. So I'm just going to have play so well. That's not going to work. Use something like that. That way we also know, people can tell by the thumbnail who we're playing. But yeah, Georgia 42-17. Outgained Tennessee, but Tennessee had a really good day on offense. They ran the ball really well. Yards per rush, or both teams, I think, are a little, they played just due to sacks and stuff maybe, but we kind of struggled to run the ball. They carried it a lot, but Merklinger got sacked a bunch. Both quarterbacks were really efficient. They were actually better than us technically on third down. We just didn't have as many of them. Both teams had 2 turnovers. Both teams had pick 6s. But yeah, let's take a look at the stats. We'll start off with Georgia. As Stockton goes 22 for 25, 375 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I thought he really struggled at times against Auburn. The first interception was a horrific throw. The second one, I think, was more. I still think it was the right read, but it was a really good play by Matthews. Stockton was much better in this game for sure than he was against Auburn. Showed a lot more, ability to kind of control the crowd and make the adjustments we needed to make. So I was really impressed with Stockton today. ETN 19 carries, 80 yards. Rod Robinson 6 for 18. Tobias 2 for 9. Branson had 1 carry for 5 yards. Receiving, Lucky had a 4-catch, 31-yard, 1 touchdown day. Dylan Bell 4 for 50. Was a really good day for Dylan Bell. Made some big plays. ETN 3 for 33 out of the backfield, so a big day for him in total yardage. Humphreys 3 for 78, had a 58-yard touchdown. Evans 3 for 132, 2 scores, a 70-yarder, and then took like a 50-ish yard screen pass for another touchdown. Tuggle 3 for 27, Riddell 1 for 8, Delt 1 for 15. Not sure what really happened, why he came out of the game. I don't know if it was just some kind of glitch or whatnot, but we'll just chalk it up to being a little banged up for the rest of the game. Sack-wise, Kelton Smith, again, gave up a sack. He's still been really good. But, an outstanding day from Jordan Hall. 13 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. Aguero, 13 tackles and a tackle for loss. Bolden, 12 tackles and a tackle for loss. And then Raylan Wilson with 12 tackles. Damon Wilson here with a 9 tackle, 3 tackle for loss, and a sack and a half performance. Dalen Everett, 7 tackles, 2 picks. We'll kind of glance down, but a lot of guys had really good days in this one. Jordan Hall, again, the 5 tackles for loss. Kristen Miller and Ellis Robinson each had 2. Our sacks, we had 2.5 from Hall and 1.5 from Damon Wilson, with Everett again getting those 2 interceptions, including 1 being taken back for a pick 6. Moving over to the Tennessee side, Merklinger, they didn't ask him to do a whole lot, but I thought he was efficient. 18 for 22, 254. Did have 2 interceptions. One of those is like a desperation touchdown heave just into the end zone. The other one was a little bit of an underthrown ball. Definitely underthrown. Everett was able to jump up and pick it off. That's the one he took for the touchdown. But, I thought was pretty accurate, though, on the ground. Sampson, 35 rushes for 149 yards and a score. They really tried to put it on number 6 to take them to victory, as Selden was the only other running back to play. Took 2 carries for 3 yards. Leacock, 5 catches, 93. Squirrel White, 5 for 70. Nimrod, 4 for 62 and a score. Brazil here, 2 for 19. Staley, 1 for 11. Had several guys really struggle for them as far as giving up sacks. But they ran the ball fairly well against us. But they did allow some pressure. Talander led the way with 13 tackles. 10 here for Thomas. Carter with a 9 tackle for loss performance. Cotter, the true freshman, 7 tackles, 3 tackles for loss and a sack. He's going to be a problem. Turrentine, 6 tackles, and of course had the pick 6. Tackles for loss again. Cotter led the way. Then Smith, Herring, Hobbs, Carter each had 1 tackle for loss. Sacks, the only one of the day, went to Cotter. Interceptions went to Jordan Matthews and Andre Turrentine. But it's the Dogs that come out with another victory, 42-27 on the road. Really tough game, though. Really fun game. We were able to, I guess, slightly, it's a 2-touchdown win, but I thought it was a really good, fun game. Not doing any more recruiting, so we'll just advance to the next week. Should end up with some commits here. 5-star right outside linebacker Titus Gills was our only guy today. We are in need of a punter. And we'll take a look at him right quick. And we'll take a look at our top 25 scores. Jordan Hall, SEC Defensive Player of the Week, as expected. He should be the National Defensive Player of the Week as well. So let's go take a look at Gills. I'm using all the points. I just don't need any more players. Oh, yeah, Gills, the number 1 overall outside linebacker in this class. Power rusher, 84 power moves, 81 tackle, 84 pursuit, 89 acceleration, 83 speed, 83 strength. I mean, just a really good athlete. Already really good power moves. Got good abilities as well, especially that team player one. That quick jump ability should be solid, and the rest should also be a good one as well. But yeah, I mean, our recruiting is pretty much done, to be honest. I think that's the thing that's going to kind of keep us away from getting that top five, is I don't plan on taking in but 16 players in this class. Just don't want to get into a situation where I'm cutting, 7, 8, 9 guys every single year. We're very freshman heavy, very junior heavy as well, so I may have some people leave. But if I do, I may just attack that in the transfer portal. It's hard to guess that. But yeah, so let's take a look at the top 25 scores. Kind of take a glance at the Heisman. Well, we got awards this week too, so we'll take a look at that as well. So you had A&M over Florida, 42-21. Us over Tennessee. Minnesota upsets Oregon. Michigan big over Purdue. Oklahoma State in an upset over Texas Tech. Pitt over Louisville. Miami over Florida State. Alabama over Oklahoma. Oklahoma struggling this year. Notre Dame gets away with a tight win over Navy. BYU over UCF. Cal loses to SMU 26-23 at home. Boston College with a big win against Clemson at home. Arizona over Baylor. South Carolina over Missouri. Ohio State over Rutgers. Kentucky over Texas. The Arch Manning first year as a starter continues to be a struggle. Syracuse over Georgia Tech. Penn State big over Indiana. North Texas here over East Carolina. Kansas State survives UConn. NC State over Virginia Tech. The Wolfpack are back up to number 3, right? Yes, number 3. Nebraska loses on the road to a 3-5 UCLA team. And LSU big over an 0-7 Ole Miss Rebels team that has just really struggled this year. So we'll take a look at the Heisman watch, see if ETN maybe got back in there. And in fact, it's not ETN, but Kristen Miller and Jordan Hall have jumped up into the Heisman. Kristen Miller has stayed at the top spot. Jordan Hall is currently second. Them two guys have had just outstanding seasons. Hall has had a couple of performances that were absolutely dominant. Let's take a look at the awards here. Player of the Year, of course, got a bunch of Georgia players. 4 guys on the defense, 2 guys on the offense, and Anthony Evans and ETN, but definitely going to be, looks like another award season full of defensive players for Georgia winning them. Coach Brown, 3rd right now for head coach. Quarterback of the Year, do not have Stockton in there. Defensive Player of the Year, got the top 5. I wish there was a way to maybe change this, I mean, I'm all for winning the awards, but this was already pretty much a lock, stock, and barrel going to be a dog. And Bear Alexander is a former Georgia Bulldog, number 6. But it's the way it was in the last NCAA game as well. Best defensive back, again, I would be absolutely shocked if that is not Dalen Everett. We'll take a look at his stats here in a minute, but he has been outstanding this year. But yeah, 4 dogs up for defensive back of the year. The only real starter in the nickel is Julian Humphrey that's not currently being listed there. ETN, who won the Best Running Back of the Year award last year, is currently the leader over Reuben Owens and Darius Taylor, who transferred to Michigan from Minnesota. Best receiver, really surprised Anthony Evans is not in there when he's a top 12 Player of the Year guy, but it might also be including his return impact, I guess. Lombardi, Miller, and Hall, of course. Nobody else. Don't have a senior quarterback. Defensive end, Miller and Hall, of course. Interior lineman got Micah Morris and a whole host of other Georgia players here. Looks like it might end up being an Alabama player again there. Oscar Delp is currently the 2nd tight end after winning it last year. Don't know really what he was dealing with this past game. But he has not been nearly as used as he was last year and still this high. So, with a strong finish, he could honestly win this again. Royals Award, we got both of our coordinators here. One of these guys is up at the end of the year. His contract would obviously love to bring both of them back with them being A+ guys. We'll just see if that works out. Linebacker Walker and Wilson, firmly expecting it to be one of them that wins it. Probably Walker. Center, Bobo and Wilson. So really Wilson here behind Brailsford, who won it last year. Kicker of the year definitely will not have Woodring there. Punter of the year will not have Thorson there. Don't punt it enough. Nitro Tuggle is currently the leading returner guy here. Anthony Evans won it last year, is currently third. So yeah, that's it for the awards. We'll take a look at the stats, and then we will hop out of here. Stockton's first 2 interception game of the season, 23 touchdowns against 6 picks. The yardage continues to tick up. Really good performance for him in that game. ETN continues to have a really good, efficient year on the ground. A step down, I would say, in comparison to what he did last year, just kind of the way the offense is running this year. But he's averaging the same, just a drop in yardage, both rushing and receiving, a bigger one in rushing. Tobias has been a stud as a true freshman, averaging just under 8 yards a carry. 2 Robinson guys here have been effective. As Stockton does have a rushing score. Anthony Evans still leading the way here at receiver. 9 touchdowns now on the season. He's having a really good year. London Humphreys is second leading guy, both in receptions and yards. Dylan Bell has been effective, just hasn't gotten a whole lot of targets. Same here for Delp, who's still having a pretty solid year. ETN, Tuggle, and Lucky. Blocking. Kelton Smith has definitely given up the most sacks this year as a redshirt sophomore. Should at least get him for at least 1 more year, maybe 2, but I don't think he's played bad, but just had a rough go as far as the sacks are concerned. Tackle guys got Raylan Wilson, Bolden, Hall. Bowles has now dropped a little bit on the pecking order here, but still really close. And then Miller and Walker all above 40 tackles. Tackles for loss, we have Hall, Miller, both over 20, outstanding. Walker and Damon Wilson, both in the double digits. We'll just kind of scroll through so you guys can see some other players here. Then sacks, we have 9 from Kristen Miller, 8 from Damon Wilson, 7.5 from Jalen Walker, 6.5 from Jordan Hall. Then a bunch of guys here with 1. Just let you guys look at them right quick. Then interceptions, Dalen Everett is at 9. He has got a pretty good shot, especially if we're able to make the playoffs and make a deep playoff run. He's got a really solid shot, the way things stand, of breaking the SEC record, which is single season, which is Terry Hogue, I believe 13, former Georgia Bulldog, an all-time great defensive player for the university. Ellis Robinson and Wilson each with 3, 2 for Bowles and Bolden, and then Aguero and Humphrey each have 1. Along with that, I think that was Dalen Everett's first touchdown of the year. It was Ellis Robinson with 2. Everett had a couple of them last year. 3, I think. Let's take a look at that. He has been a freak. 5 interceptions last year. He took 3 of them back from touchdowns. He's got 1 touchdown on 9 interceptions this year. So he is really, really, like, we'll just look at it actually. So if we're looking at, let's do career conference record. So interceptions for career is 20, so highly doubt he gets to that. But even just the conference record being at 12 for Terry Hogue, so 3 away with a lot of ball hopefully left to play in this season. But yeah, the next time I see you, it'll be the world's largest cocktail party down here in Jacksonville, Florida, as we will take on a 3-4 Florida Gators team with DJ Lagway at quarterback. Having a pretty good year despite their team's record. But yeah, as usual, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. And, check out the Tulane Dynasty that I also have working on the channel. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, peace.